Are you compassionate and sensitive to the feelings of others? Are you able to work with people going through difficult times? Are you a natural leader with good public speaking skills? Then you may have the right qualities for a career as a funeral director. Funeral directors take charge of caring for the remains of people who have died. They help families plan funeral services and coordinate and manage arrangements for services and disposition of the remains. They also manage funeral home operations and oversee embalmers, funeral home attendants, and other staff. To help us get a better understanding of this career, we spoke to a funeral director working in Alberta.
Hi, my name is Amy and I'm a funeral director. A funeral director is someone who cares for the family, most importantly cares for their deceased, their loved one. A funeral director plans services, they organize flower arrangements, organize communication between churches and cemeteries. Essentially, they take charge of the whole process and make sure that the family gets what they need.
The first thing that we're going to be doing for your loved one is...
A typical workday for me, if an arrangement comes in, we would be arranging with families. The beginning of an arrangement always starts with collecting vital statistic information, such as things like social insurance number, Alberta healthcare number. And once that's done, then we ask the family what it is we need to do to help them lay their loved one to rest. So then we go into details like if it's going to be a traditional funeral service, just a burial, if it's going to be a cremation with a service or a memorial service with the urn present, arranging types of caskets. So a lot of details in an arrangement. Yeah. Following that, we would be coordinating bringing their deceased into our care, arranging with the cemetery, clergy if we have to, floral arrangements, cremation if a cremation has to take place. We dress and casket loved ones every day. We have viewings every day, and we also oversee the progress of the entire funeral service.
We would have the casket here up front.
A very important skill for a funeral director is confidence, as well as being detail-oriented. There are a lot of moving parts to a service, so we have to make sure that all details are paid attention to and every T is crossed and I is dotted. Another good quality to have would be public speaking. There's been several times where we've been asked by family to read something at the service if they feel they can't at the last minute.
And she was cremated.
Yeah, cremated.
Funeral directors need to complete an educational program approved by the Alberta Funeral Service Regulatory Board of 1 year to qualify for a license. You have to be aware of the legal requirements, as each province does have different laws, so you also have to pass an exam to be licensed. Aspiring funeral directors also have to be bondable and pass a police, criminal, and welfare check.
Certificate of cremation.
Advancements in funeral service could be opening up your own funeral home, working for different suppliers, or working for cemeteries.
So this here is our selection room.
One of the most satisfying parts about this job is that no day is exactly the same. A lot of families come in and they have no idea what to do when somebody passes away. So it's an absolute honor to help families plan their funerals and lay their loved ones to rest. Giving families what they need at their most vulnerable time is very fulfilling, and that's why I love what I do.
Good funeral directors are tactful and mature. They must be organized with good time management skills to oversee and arrange funeral services. Emotional stability and the ability to comfort people is a must. If this sounds like you may want to consider a career as a funeral director. Get the details of this occupation, including training requirements and salary ranges, by heading to the occupational profile on the ALICE website. While you're there, check out some related occupations, including embalmer and funeral attendant. Explore the possibilities. Go to alice.alberta.ca.